terrible. This is terrible. There it is. Okay. Okay, hey, I'm glad to see you. And I'm glad that you decided to join this Zoom call, even through all of the technical difficulties that we have. So here we go. Thanks for coming. I'm so glad that you guys are here and that you've responded to all of my posts and invitations and reminders, and now you're here. And you're here because you're at least a little curious about what it takes to be a Color Street stylist. You know that I love it because I share that with you all the time. But just coming to the call is not obligating you to be a stylist. Coming to the call is giving you some information so that you can make a decision for yourself. So I'm going to try and keep this short, about 30 minutes. I want to go through a little presentation with you, and then we'll have some time for some questions. So save them up, ask them why you're going, see if we can do it in the chat portion. I'm going to try to move my meeting back over so I can maintain it a little better. And let's get this party started. So I'm not expecting you to join tonight. Get ready though, because I will follow up with you. If you're here and you're watching this, then I'm going to follow up with you just to make sure that everything is clear. So be ready for that. I'd like to start by telling you why I joined Color Street. In the late fall of 2019, I had 2 kids in college and 2 kids in high school, and it was time for me to have something for myself. And I'd been kind of looking around for something to do. And my kids didn't need me that much anymore. I wasn't driving anybody anywhere. Things were just rolling along. And so I did know about Color Street, but I had never tried it. And so I got a sample applied and held on to that sample, saw how beautiful it was and how well it stayed on. And then I called and found out what it took to become a nail stylist with Color Street, joined in, and ever since I've been all in and working really hard at it. And the good thing is that I love it. I've gotten so much from being a stylist, and probably the first and foremost thing that I've gotten has been all of the friendships and all of the networking with other stylists on my team, other stylists who are not on my team, all of my customers and group members and party guests. It just makes me happy. I just have interacted with so many people, and it's fun. And that's been my main reward. Of course, it's great to have my own business. I've never done any direct sales before. I've considered it, never hopped in. So when I joined as a stylist, it was about $130 to get that new stylist kit. I got all those nail sets and goodies in with it. And I thought, you know, if it doesn't work out, look at what I've got, and I don't have to stay being a stylist. So here we are a year and 3 months later, roundabout, and I'm still in and I'm still loving it. And I want you to hear all about why. I've done a lot. I am an all-in kind of person. I've read a lot of books. I've done all of the Color Street training. I've done everything that I can to learn and expand and grow with nail health, with Color Street strips, and with people. I do make money. I am glad to make that money. It's not a fortune, but I've been able to pay for some of my kids' activities and support some new habits. I've tried a lot of new makeup and new hair products and all of these things that I might not have done, and been introduced to all this stuff that I love because I felt like I had my money and I could do it, you know? Even at Christmas, this last Christmas, I thought, you know, I've had a really good year. Color Street has been fun. It's been really good. I'm going to get something for myself. And I bought a little leather crossbody bag at a boutique that was like $150. And I never spend that much on something like that. and it's gorgeous. And I'm so excited because I gave myself that gift as a reward for my Color Street this whole time. So I would like to share my screen with you so that I can show you what's going on with some of the things that I've shared in the group in the event posts already. Simple PowerPoint, and it's only a PowerPoint because I needed a way to organize my photos. So let's go through these a little bit, and I want to explain some more about what I had. There we go. At what I had put in the event. Okay, so okay, there are a few ways that you can be a Color Street stylist. Like I said, I'm kind of the person that's all in down here wanting to do kind of a mixture between this part-time and career path. I want it to happen for me, right? But if you look at what you're spending on nail strips, if you're buying $100 a month in Color Street, you could be getting back commission on that, rebate on that. Your stylist kit's $130. And once you join, if you're still buying nails for yourself, you get 25% rebated back to you every week. And if you've joined and you get your best friends to love Color Street, or your mom, your sister, your aunts, all your family members, it's a good way to support your own habit because you get rebates back. You'll create your own little Color Street party and have host rewards where you get free nail sets for however much you buy and sell. So that's just kind of being in it for the hobby and to pay for your own habit. You have a little bit of time here and there that you'd like to put into maintaining a Color Street group or running on Instagram or trying to drum up business and have Color Street parties. You can do that part-time or full-time as well. So as far as cost, Color Street starter kit cost $129 with tax and with shipping because it's a big heavy box. It's about $160 to your door, but in there you get 13 nail sets, which those themselves are over $130, right? Because they cost from $10 to $14, I mean, $11 to $14 a piece. You get all of these 2-finger sample testers that you can use for yourself, or you can share with people to say, this is Color Street. I want you to love it. Let me show you how it works. All of those nail goodies that you see, you get a little booklet that's called your Road to Success, and that helps you organize your goals and your thoughts about what Color Street can do for you. Get a really cool embroidered tote bag to put all the stuff in. Oh dear, I've gone backwards. I gotta relaunch this because every time I do this, it goes back to the beginning. Dang it. Again, user error, technical difficulties. Boy, and you know what? I practiced this. Went really smoothly in my practice. Okay, this is the income disclosure statement. Color Street and I do not want to tell you, you're going to make $1 million. You'll be able to quit your day job. You're going to get a new house, a new car. You're going to buy a boat. Color Street can give you a boat. That's not the case. People who make the big bucks in Color Street are in the less than 1% of all stylists. Right now, as of January, the end of January, there are 130,000 Color Street stylists who are active. If you look on this chart, you see that a little over half of them are stylists. That means you've joined and you have an account. Doesn't mean you've bought anything or sold anything. And so the average annual income is low because when you're just a stylist and you're not being active in it, you're not going to really be making commissions. But this BQ stylist here is where a lot of us fit in. It's where you have $300 in sales a month, whether you buy it or sell it. And then the incomes go up from there depending on your rank, but also the percentage of Color Street stylists go down. So I just want to make it clear that it varies widely and it depends on what your goals are, how hard you work, what your skills are, what the atmosphere is like, and if it's raining that day. You know, there's all of these factors that get in with your own marketing business. To stay a stylist, in terms of what you have to do, minimum goals. You don't have a minimum sales goal every month. In order to maintain as an active stylist, you have to have one calendar month in every 6 months in order to keep your stylist ID active. But when you have every month, no matter what you sell, you get commissions back on it. But there are some ways that you can get enhanced retail commission, where if you end up selling more than $600 in a month, you get an extra percentage, and it pays out at the end of the month over all of your sales. So it's kind of like a little bonus. For the more you sell, the more commission you make. The first thing you do when you join as a stylist is you work toward these jumpstart goals. Aren't these fun? These are goals that you have for yourself that Color Street will reward you for in your first 3 months, in your first 35, 65, 95 days. And they reward you with up to $300 in product credit. That's free Color Street that you can buy samples with or buy extra sets to give, to use as rewards and to wear. If you enroll new stylists during that time, you get up to $150 more in free product credit. And if you increase in your rank by forming that team in your first month or two, you can get cash, $300. So it's a good first goal, is your jumpstart goal. There we go. Every stylist who bonus qualifies, which is $300 in sales in a calendar month, has the opportunity for any Color Street incentive. It gives you the ability to make an extra rank, and it gives you presents. Right now, between February and April, every stylist who bonus qualifies has $300 in sales. In February, March, or April, gets this beautiful bracelet. There have been other incentives for, I've got some earrings, I've got another bracelet, I've got a necklace. It just depends. Color Street's always got some kind of incentive for us. It could be an exclusive stylist only nail set. You never know what's coming, but there's always something to work for. This is the bigger program. It's called the Circle of Excellence, and it is based on having a $1,000 in sales in a month and enrolling 2 new stylists. You get a beautiful necklace that adds charms every month after the first month that you make this goal. I've made Circle of Excellence twice last year, and we got a bracelet, and I was super proud to have those 2. Something to work with. Okay, this is where I want to show you a little bit about the back office, because that is the other expense. Every month after your first full month as a stylist, like after your enrollment month and your next month, you are charged $9.95 to maintain your back office. And your back office is where you control what parties you have open. You can see your orders. You can check on your team. Now, this is my team. There are tons of resources. You have everything from policies and procedures to some of those forms that I was showing you with the compensation plan, flyers. There's a whole Dropbox full of photos and Color Street promotional assets that we can use on our, let me see where we are. Let's look at the Easter ones. We can use on our personal website. We can use these in our emails. Color Street provides all of these resources, and that's part of what you get when you go through the back office. There's also a training opportunity in the resources. Color Street has an app, And through the app, you can get to this, but they also offer specific trainings that are only available through the app. And they're 5 to 10 minutes, and they are packed full of goodness. I love to listen to those. You can just put it on in the car. And there you go. You just roll with it. Okay, so I also want to show you resources. In Facebook, there's a graphics group. This just happens to be the one that I prefer. There are more than just one. In it, you can find sale graphics, party graphics, everything you need to do to run a Facebook group without having to reinvent the wheel. There's also a Nelfie group, which shows all the sets, people who have created, like this little masterpiece. I could take a photo of this and post it in the Nelfie group, and then we can, everybody can use it. So it's really, there are a lot of resources out there. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to spend as much time as Lori does on Facebook. I don't spend my time every day. I can schedule my posts ahead. There's a way you can do that when you are the administrator of a group. You can schedule a post up to, I think, 60 days ahead, and that's super helpful. So when you don't have enough time to hop on every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe Sunday afternoon, you spend 30 minutes to an hour and you post for your whole entire week, and it's done. Okay, the other thing I thought I would address, and then I'll open it up for questions, is why now? Why have I launched this huge push for right now? There's a couple of reasons. It's February, and if you have shopped with Color Street in the earlier part of 2019 and the later part of 2020, the Color Street inventory went down quite a bit because they are in New Jersey and they didn't have production. They didn't have people. They had COVID distancing. Right now, everything is in stock except for like 3 things. Everything that's, over 100 sets are in stock for your customers to select from. They're not going to say, oh, I really like Manchester Mauve, but it's not in stock today, because it is. Then we get notifications every Monday. As a stylist, I get an email that tells me if they have a launch of a mini collection coming on Tuesday. We get it 12 hours ahead. So that makes it extra fun. So you get to know when there's a mini collection launching, like we had the Deep Space collection, all of those wonderful glitter overlays. Then coming soon, probably in the middle of March or so, we're going to get a brand new catalog with spring sets, all new spring sets to come in and liven up our nails for the warmer weather. Before that spring catalog launches, there's going to be a retiring list. My guess that retiring list is going to come out tomorrow or Tuesday. And then there's all those fall sets that people are like, oh my gosh, that's going away. I need to get some of those. So you have all of these opportunities coming up right now where you can build your customer base, get people to host a party for you, and increase your sales. Every party purchase is part of your volume. That's part of your $300 to get you to bonus qualify. That's part of your jump start. That's part of your circle of excellence, $1,000 in a month. It's a fabulous time to join. It's full of opportunity. Not seeing you coming out with a whole bunch of questions. So I know a question that I would have, which is how do we make it happen? And I can walk you through it. Once you purchase a kit, you go through the regular site, purchase a kit, enroll, and boom, you're a stylist. You don't have your kit yet, but you're still a stylist. You can start buying and selling right away. I will help you if you would like to run a Facebook group or launch an Instagram presence. I will help you get started and show you how all of that works. If you give it a month or so and you think this ain't for me, let me know. We'll talk. I'm not going to pull you onto my team and then not let you go. It's a personal decision. And I just want to make sure that you're informed so that when you decide, you'll know. I still don't see any questions, so I think I'm going to end here. And I will be available on Facebook, any of the ways that you know how to contact me, and I'll answer any questions that you might have. But I'm super thankful that you joined in on this call tonight and have been so patient with all of my technical difficulties. Because like I said, it all works very smoothly in practice, but you know, it's live, so we just roll with it, and we're all still here. So I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the group. If I can figure out how to end. There we go. I got it. All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you for joining.